How's it going, everybody? I know I'm back again for a fourth video, and it's another super long one. But in this video, we're going to do Redstar orb opening for Moonstone. We're going to talk about her T4s, her ISO8, the trash events that are just now in the game, and then we're going to roast the blog, which is going to include some crazy more trash events, and we're going to try and do it in a fun and funny manner. But you know I'm not very funny, so thanks for watching. All right, so Moonstone is in the game, and then we're going to roast the blog, and it's going to be a real fun video. First, we got to talk about some things, some somewhat controversial things, some things that are just suck for people in my position, which is the vast minority of players, but if I seem a little salty, that's why. It's because it affects me directly. It may not affect you, and that's good. I hope it doesn't affect anybody else, but me and my friends. Even though I don't like that it affects my friends. Anyway, let's try and stay out of those feels area. Let's go ahead and open up the store. First thing we need to talk about is the new norm, I guess. The new norm of no more character shard orbs in the offer. So it used to be $50, 50 American. You see Canadian price in here, so you can ignore that. 50 American dollars gave you 55 shards plus 8 orbs with a minimum drop of 6, which is 48, which could give you a minimum of 100, a minimum of 103 shards for 50 bucks. If you doubled that, you get a minimum of 206 shards for 100 bucks. Now, this is new. It is a web store special. I believe this is to directly compete with Amazon coins, because if you use Amazon coins, you would get 20% off, and then you'd get 20% off, because let's be real, the stuff in these bang for your buck, they are very lackluster. A couple gold orbs here, a couple teal orbs. It's just very lackluster. It really is. Anyway, so now it's not even a 20% jump, so it doesn't really compete with Amazon coins as much as I think they needed to. If this was 160, then they could have done that. What I think they needed to do was take this 180 shard number, times that by 1.2, and that's how many shards should have been in here, which would be quite a bit more. All right, sorry for that little break in the recording. I just wanted to give a shout out to this offer here. $20 for 5 shards, 2 orbs, which is like, let's say minimum 12 drops, so you're looking at 17 shards total. 200k gold, 20 orange materials, and 30 ion level 4s. On the surface, to most people, including myself, this offer looks horrendous. I guess it's cheaper for the American dollar too, so it's probably like 15 bucks for you guys. But what I will say is this is the kind of thing that I was actually an advocate for just yesterday when I was recording the news video with Valley. Just not at these numbers. I think this should be what a Kraken appreciation offer looks like. There should be 5 shards. They should take out the 2 RNG orbs. That's nonsense. Put some gold in there, whatever. But then they should have ion level 5s in here. Not 30k, probably 100, maybe 150k. A small enough number that the Krakens are going to gobble it up. A big enough number that it's not like a drop in the bucket. Like if it's 150k, you know what? Enough ions to say equip 1 level 5 crystal. That's what this kind of thing should be. And then we should never see Kang Hunt again. Just wanted to give a quick aside. I actually kind of like this. Anyway, this is the offer I'm going to buy. We're going to do Redstars for her, and we're also going to look at her events. So let me go ahead and close this down while I buy her. And you know what? I'll give you the exact number that it translates to in Canadian dollars. So in Canadian dollars, that 100 American dollar offer comes out to $158.19. Let me tell you what. That is a 50% increase to what you guys pay. I do not spend 50% more numerically with my currency than you'd spend with your currency on a bag of milk. Garbage, okay? But the reason I bought the $150 offer is because I believe we're going back to the old school method where you're going to be unlocking characters, legendary characters, by having all these guys at 5-star. The Masters of Evil we already were told, they unlock a legendary character. I think we're going back to the old, much worse method. We will all miss Scourge. I guarantee it. The second we get confirmation if it is the old school method, we will all let out a collective groan, and I'll be very sad because I loved making those videos. My mirror died, so I'm glad I was able to filibuster my way through that. We got it back up. Let's go ahead and pick up these stupid shards. We will unlock her, but first, my friends, we got to look at this milestone, because this milestone made me rage, but it's maybe okay for a lot of people. So we're talking about the cold storage event. First things first, when you see this word alliance in the top right corner, that's bad. So it's an alliance milestone. Really, really bad. The way you score it is going to be getting Cosmic Crucible credits and using Moonstone. So if you're not a spender right away, you're contributing a lot less than you otherwise would, but not really a lot less, because you're going to get to do 3 Crucible battles, which is 750 points. That's not a lot. But if you get her all the way up to 5 stars, yes, not just spending $100. That wasn't enough, you peasant. You better spend at least another $100. Or in my case, $150 to get her up to 5-star, so you can contribute an extra 1,500 points for this milestone. But wait, that's not enough either. Spend another $200 so you contribute an extra 1,000 points times 3. And that's not enough. You should spend another $7,000 to get him up to 7-star, so you can contribute an extra 9,000 points over the event. I'm not salty. You're salty. I'm Pepper. Anyway, there's also a spending power cores version to this, where you get 4 points per power core spent. I think that's going to be the vast majority of how people are contributing to this, because you're spending maybe 200 power cores a day at least on your regular campaign. You times that by 4 right away, that's 800. Very little points. But it is an alliance event, so I do think the power cores will add up spent over through your alliance. And then there's the milestones. So in the milestones, we have the monthly events. We got some Noir, some 2099, some Ultimus credits. That's what this person right here is for everybody. If you're in an alliance that is competing or participating in this event, this is called Ultimus credits, and you should take her out of everything. Some more Noir, some Absorbing It. I think this is dope. It's nice that they're putting some other Massive Evil characters in here, because if it is going to be needed for a new legendary, then I think that's great. That's good. Not complaining about that. We got some more Tangled Web, some more Absorbing Man, and then we get some Titania, some 20 of Titania. I think that's good too, because her monthly event sucked. I heard a lot of people were getting like 120 shards total from those orbs. A far cry from the 180 we used to get guaranteed. And then at the bottom, 20 Kang shards. If you didn't unlock Kang via Blitz, that's dumb, and they should never do that again. But hopefully this will help you get the unlock. And over 1 million points if you're in a super active alliance and your alliance mates are at least coring for their energy and they're doing their Cosmic Crucible. I think you'll be okay to get this completed. I haven't done the math on it. I'll do the math on it tonight. We'll have another video come out hopefully tomorrow morning, because this is going to be the 4th video I post today. That's already crazy. But here is why I'm actually upset, because I do think I don't need a 5-star, 6-star, 7-star Moonstone to complete these milestones with my alliance. It's the rankings. It's the ranked auction house leaderboards, events, not events. This is coming into a store that I know I cannot afford to window shop with my friends who want to go Dutch on something that I cannot afford, okay? I hate these because I am one of the smallest spenders in my alliance, and yes, I'm in a top 4 alliance. I am in the top 4 alliance as far as TCP goes. The number 1 alliance as far as everything else goes, especially in my heart. They're the number 1 alliance. In my heart is Super Troopers. Yeah. Last time we actually did compete in the Trial of Strength. I don't know. We ended up getting like rank 6 or something like that. So we got our 6 restored Dormammu. I don't know what the plan is for this. This is going to be kind of crazy because it's basically like power cores. And look, I haven't checked the offers yet, or they're not live yet. But when this event starts, you can bet your bottom dollar, and it will be your bottom dollar because they will take everything from you, that there will be milestone points sold in offers, probably like 600,000 for, what's the max you need here? 1.5 million. Yeah, probably like 400,000 for $100 kind of thing. And then everyone's going to buy it to compete, to get these gold promos and to get this currency and to get this Elite 7. At least there's no Ion 5s in here. At least there's no 7 Redstar exclusive Dormammu. So it may not be as competitive, may not be as sweaty, but there will be lots of money going to Scopely for this. And just none of mine, which makes me feel bad for the people in my alliance that do it for me. Anyway, we've been drowning on. Let's go open up some Redstars, because that is sure to be a lot more fun. Am I right? What I do like is, hey, no shards, so I can spend the stupid Seed Theory gold on her right away without having to worry about anything. So let's just do that, and let's just pop her right up. We need 14 million. We'll do it right to 86. So let's spend 10 million gold. This is how you do seed theory as a big boy. There's no 400,000. You spend 10 million and then you go right to the orbs. You don't do a single gold orb. You don't do a single anything else. We go right to Elite Fours and we get a 7 Redstar on the first draw. That's. I tried to speak it into existence, guys. I tried really hard to speak it into existence. I would love a 5 on her. Let's try and get the 5. All right. 3, 2, 1, 7 Redstar Moonstone. Here it is. It's Pyro. No, I'm getting Kang flashbacks. No, don't do it. Don't do it to me, please. All right. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. Here comes our 4 Redstar Moonstone. We're getting rid of the greed. Just give me the... We don't have as many orbs. Kang drained us. Please, just give me the 4. I'll shut up. I'll be nice. I won't roast the blog as hard. All right, we're done. We're good. We're not going to open up any more orbs. There's no way we're going to be greedy and go for the 5 Redstar. That would be a stupid thing to do. Really dumb thing to do. And no one should do it. Once you get the 4 Redstar, you should stop and not go for the 5 Redstar, okay? Going for the 5 Redstar is a terrible idea and nobody should do it. All right, so let's go ahead and gear up our 5 Redstar Moonstone, and we'll talk about ISO8 and stuff like that. Oh, we gotta go open some gold orbs. I've been hoarding my gold orbs for the event that started yesterday. No, okay, you're supposed to give 1 million when I open you by 10. Not one purple drop from 10? Bro, Archangel, flip that switch, buddy. Take the leash off me. Let me get the good drops. Whoa, oh. All you gotta do is call him out by name. He's like Beetlejuice. And we're gonna cut back in right now. You guys ready? And we're back. So we went ahead and we leveled up our Moonstone. She's now level 92. We filled in those Redstars. I'm missing just a little bit of Mobile Gamer has a very colorful word for this piece of gear. I'm classy though. I'm not gonna say it. You tell him I said that though. All right, let's look at T4s first. So the basic, this is bad. This is bad. I don't think anything will change in her ISO attack assist. Actually, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. But you know what? Let's double check. Let's make sure we're doing you guys the most justice possible. For her ISO attack, it changes nothing. Literally nothing. It doesn't even change the damage that her ISO attack does. It doesn't add damage. It does nothing. Okay. Don't do the basic. The basic is mega bad. We go to look at her special. 50% damage to primary target in Crucible. Apply Disrupt and Trauma. This is a must. If you did the basic Ceci, you're cracking. You're good. You probably get as many T4s as I do, so you always have extra. The ultimate. 30% damage to primary and adjacent targets in Crucible. Apply Stun. Obviously, we're going to need that one too. And on Crucible offense, gain an additional 100% focus for self and Masters of Evil allies. All right, if I were to rank these, depending on the size of your Kang, that passive for Moonstone might be the most important. If you have a small Kang, you really want that. You really want him to land his slows on the opening turn, and I believe his defense downs. You also want her to land her defense down, so that passive is very, very strong. If I had to choose one after that, it would probably be the special for the Disrupt and Trauma, though the Stun might be very good for a match such as the Unlimited matchup. So, yeah, she's pretty heavy on the T4s, guys. Special, ultimate, and passive, all necessary. And as far as ISO8 goes, let's go ahead and bring her up. I'm leaning super heavily towards Raider. Now, as for Striker, the benefits of Striker, 300% damage and apply defense down for 2 turns. That's not bad. She is the 3rd to go. It might depend on who you are using them against. And if the target is vulnerable, she'll gain 1 energy. They don't need the energy. We've already kind of established. We've seen Kang. Skirmisher for low stars. Here's the thing, and I wouldn't do skirmishers for low stars either. Here's the thing. You're predominantly going to be using this team either against Wakanda or against Masters of Evil by the sounds of it. Or not Masters of Evil, Unlimited X-Men. I will be using this team exclusively against Unlimited X-Men, pretty much, because I find the Darkhold counter, though not perfect, is much more safe for me than the Gamma counter or whatever else for Unlimited. So because the Unlimited X-Men start with immunity, especially in that stage 4. If they're in that stage 4, they should be in that stage 4. She's not going to land defense down on her first turn anyway. And by the time she's getting her second turn, Kang has probably already killed every other person. Plus, we got to look at her abilities, and they start jacked up, don't they? Like, she's ready to go turn 1 on both of her abilities. So it's not till her turn 3 where any extra energy would even matter to her. So yeah, I'm just not into it. I think I like Raider. The extra energy on her seems wasteful. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. But I like Raider. She's going to hit multiple targets. I like extra vulnerables for my Kang to hit into. When I have done that matchup for Unlimited in the past, Doom has been a Raider. He hits multiple targets, and he's helping me get more vulnerables out there for Kang to pop off on. So I do like her bringing extra vulnerables to the table, which I suppose you could do with Skirmisher. You could. Titania will be a Raider anyway, so you could break over that 2 limit on the Skirmisher for ISO. Actually, you couldn't, could you? Because Titania would go first, and thus Moonstone won't be able to actually apply a third one. It's only Raider that can break over the 3 cap, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I've been wrong so many times in the past. Just ask my wife. But I like Raider on her. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this portion of the video. Let's get on over and roast that blog. Jesus Christ, it was already 17 minutes of that. We got to edit that down. All right, we're not at the blog yet, but we are just now seeing the live sweepstakes. So let's get in here. Apparently, they need you to come here every single day to enter in March if you want to participate in this. This is just fun, goofy stuff. I don't think it's anything crazy. But the reason I wanted to add this to the video is because we have the first ever skin with its own portrait. So because I guess it's a gender swap, so maybe they switched it up. But this is kind of cool, and hopefully they can do this for all skins. That's not a portrait. He's facing the wrong way. This is probably still his portrait, right? He's probably just going to be the first character facing the wrong way because he's not the right gender, because they gender swapped him. Which is cool if it was on a character that mattered. I want female Doc Ock from Into the Spider-Verse. That's what I want. So you got to enter your information here. I'll do it later, so I don't get a bunch of weird emails from you weirdos. But I was just told the blog is live. Ooh. That looks cool. Let's make this bigger. Slightly moving over. This is the kind of professional experience you can find on Twitch, guys. Come join us anytime. All right, so the Apocalypse Saga. The Road to Apocalypse this past year has been... Okay, I don't care. I don't care about their stupid lore. March 10th, the Apocalypse Saga is coming. Sections of the Apocalypse Saga, the culmination of your Horseman Saga efforts. We've teased many, blah, 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 blah. The Apocalypse Saga will have 3 difficulties, each with 8 nodes. And to unlock the next difficulty, you will need to complete all the missions of the previous difficulty to gain access to the Apocalypse Saga. You'll need to have earned 3 stars for every mission on the hard difficulties of each Horseman Saga. You'll also need all the characters from the 4 Horseman teams, along with Spider-Weaver, Deathpool, Kestrel. You can recruit Apocalypse at 5 yellow stars, 2 red stars with a heroic difficulty to power him up further. Completing the apocalyptic difficulty will earn the remaining 2 yellow stars and 2 additional red stars to bring Apocalypse up to 7 yellow stars, 4 red. Here are the requirements. So we kind of already knew this. One thing that we found today, compliments of Juicy, so big shout out to Juicy, is that the nodes in the Apocalypse Saga are very similar to all the Horseman Sagas. It's a linear campaign where you have to do one node to reach the next. And the restrictions on the nodes are exactly as the teams were released. So Darkhold is first. So the first node is going to be Darkhold restriction. So the only thing we don't know is if you can enter the saga if you only have one team ready. I kind of think you can. I think it's going to be Dark Dimension-esque like that. But let's say your Darkhold team is at Gear Tier 16, ISO level 4, but none of your other Horseman team are. Well, if you are able to go into the Apocalypse Saga and do that first node, you will get a bunch of resources. And this is big for players that are going to get the Baby Apocalypse, but also have their Darkhold at Gear Tier 17, ISO level 5, because that is where you unlock the 3 Redstar Apocalypse. So that right there will be a big boost right away, but you will have to see how you can get on. So that I made a video about that. You can go check it out. Link will be in the description below. Following on, the Famine Scourge is coming back. Cool. Memory Lane events. All right, guys, let's get ready to make fun of these fools. Power of the Apocalypse Saga characters, bunch 10. Yeah. Heroic Encounters milestone. Use Commando energy from Kree Commando event campaign, kicking off March 10th at 1 p.m. and earn historic orb fragments from select campaign nodes. So this is where there's like certain campaign nodes, but they kind of done better at having them all be for the newer nodes in the end of the Doom campaign, which is good. All the teal gear nodes. To earn points towards this 7-day milestone event, so it lasts for 7 days. Milestone rewards include monthly pieces, origin gear, mini uniques, stat catalysts, and more. So the commando energy right here, which you cannot see, I need to scroll up. The commando energy right here, guys, that is Minerva's event. So like Psylocke, that's Minerva's event, and they expect you to core for the Minerva event. I don't want to core for old characters, Scopely. Stop it. You're dumb. All right, let's see what kind of rewards we can expect for this. So I assume it's going to be similar to the one we have right now, again, where they're making us core for Psylocke. It's dumb, but the rewards are not crazy good. So we got 1 gold orb. We got some teal gear, nothing crazy, only 10 pieces. Oh no, never mind. T2 level 5 ions. Oh, fuck. T2 level 5 ions. Core Minerva, so you can get the premium resource to unlock the big apocalypse. It makes sense. 2 years ago, when Minerva was used in Dark Dimension 2 to get Ultron. Freaking dorks. And I don't mean dorks in the complimentary way that I normally use it. This is dumb. This is dumb. 50, 100, 200. So that's 350 plus that's like 900. Daedalus is saying that's like half of a character. Half of a character is still a lot when you consider you need, what, 23 total? Half of a character in one event is still quite a bit. Then there's Abomination Brawn, Agatha, Nemesis, Brawn. Okay, so farmable, not farmable, never going to be farmable, not farmable yet, and then T4. How can they possibly think that the T4 ability is the ability material? That's not as good as these shards that you have not released for years of these characters. What are you doing? Heartless, farmable, Dark Beast, that's good. I don't know how far you're going to get. I assume the monthly stuff is still going to be as accessible as it's been in the past, so that's good. So yeah, you got to spend Kree energy and earning the orb. So that's just basically saying spend campaign energy, just in a more convoluted way. Leaderboard. Climb the ranks of the leaderboard to earn ISO8 resources, a new costume. The top 250 players will receive T2 level 5 ions and Dr. Arc. So here we go again. Here we go with the Auction Strike Force core for Minerva so you can get your T2 level 5 ions. Let's go! How hyped are you for Apocalypse and your ultimate shards you got along the way towards him? Let's go! Holy shit. This Doc Octopus costume is actually pretty cool. I really liked it. It looks like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2 Octopus. I was a big fan of that. And I guess in No Way Home, he was there as well. I was a big fan of that. Obviously, this scales up really high. This is a individual leaderboard, though. So, like, the top 500 people, you know who you are. The top. So, this is actually a non-fact for most people. Most people will never even sniff out this costume. It'll eventually come to us free to play. Who cares? 1 to 2% getting 500. So that's about 1/4 of a character. That's kind of cool, I guess. And it drops off hard. 11 to 25. Oh, wait. It goes from L5 to L4. Okay, so I'm sorry, guys. If you're not in the top 1% of the player base, you will never see Big Boy Apocalypse. Ever. You don't get to see it, okay? Cold storage. This is the Alliance event that we currently have in game right now. Yay! Alliance events are always fun and never full of exploitation or drama. So this starts on the 6th, which is 2 days from today, I believe. Power up your Cosmic Crucible teams. That has nothing to do with it. It's using cores. It's using Moonstone and Crucible, and it's collecting Crucible currencies. That's what it is. We already looked at the rewards a little bit earlier, so we need to go into that. The milestone. We looked over the milestone as well. We kind of talked about this. If you're in a super sweaty alliance, you'll probably get this done. And then there's a leaderboard. Did we not see the leaderboard in game? Oh, it's Dormammu. Is it Dormammu? Oh no, this is Return to the Shadows. Cold storage. Rankings. Yeah, so this is just some gold promotion stuff. All right, so climb a leaderboard with your alliance to earn tons of gold promotion. We went over that. This I don't like because it encourages someone like me who can't afford to spend in order to make sure the people in my alliance that do spend heavy don't get screwed by me being their friend. But I think it's mostly non-factor for people, so it's kind of just free stuff for others. So I don't want to complain about that because you don't want to hear me complain about that. Charging station. Earning power cores. Okay, so this, guys, is where we hoard our arena mail, possibly not getting our raid tickets in for the day because we needed to hoard our cores to get it done. You're going to need to get 3,100 cores over 5 days. And this is what they're doing to replace coordinated assault? Are you shitting me? This is what they're doing to replace. So coordinated assault, the complaint was very few alliances, not very few. There were alliances with less engagement that couldn't complete coordinated assault because they couldn't coordinate it. So instead, they do a earn power cores event. This is how you're going to get your level 4 ions now, where you need to earn 3,000 cores in 5 days. If you hoard, you could be okay. If you didn't hoard and you're not in the, what do I get daily? I get like 300 daily. I've been hoarding because I saw this in the data mine, but if and I'm in the top 10. Plus you get some through the milestones. Let's say you get 500 a day at where I'm at. Where I'm at, I might get 500 a day. I would still be short completing this. This is an overall nerf, guys. For most players, this is an overall nerf. What coordinated assault was. Yo, this is what we asked for. We asked for them to be more considerate of the casual player, and they said, bet, fam, bet, spend money. You can play casually, but you got to spend money hardcorely. Cool. All right, meet me in Valhalla. What is this? Just Rumble? This is just a quick Rumble using Asgard characters, fine. Commander's Cache. Crack open resource stockpile March 8th. That's like 4 days away. Is it 4 days away? It's the 3rd, 5 days away. Commander's Cache will reward resources, shards, power up heroes, guardians. What? Power up heroes, guardians. Okay, well, let's just look at what we got to do. So here's the chart. It goes all the way to 80 million. Oh, spend gold. Spend gold and spend power cores. 80 million gold. Oh, I'm kind of upset I just leveled Moonstone now. I should have just waited a few days, I guess. Don't level up your new characters, guys. Wait. It doesn't matter that you just hit level 92. Do not start leveling up your characters. You wait until Scopely says you're allowed to level up your characters with the very limited gold and training materials they give all of you. You wait. And spend your power cores when you're allowed to collect them, not a minute before. What's this? A leaderboard. So on the spending gold and spending power cores, there's a leaderboard that's going to give the 7 Redstar Archangel to the top 50 players. Yo. Okay, this is actually funny as hell. And T2 ions. Okay, then that's a lot of ions. Is that a lot of ions? What? 5 million ions? That's not right. They're giving 5.5 million ions to the number 1 player. And what's that? Is that 1.5 million to the top 100? Yeah, okay, that might be right. Okay, so this is Extreme Auction Edition. This is Extreme Auction Strike Force for you Krakens, all right? This is for you. Read them and weep. You know how you've been buying those dark promo credits? Because we made every horseman available at 7 Redstars via dark promotion credits? Well, fuck you. Now you got to auction for this. Fuck you. You're garbage too. It's not just free to play and the Dolphins. Fuck you, Krakens. You're shit too. Oh my God, these guys are so stupid. What are they doing? Every single horseman has been available via dark promo credits a couple weeks after. Did they literally push out dark promo offers, let the Krakens buy it, and then pull the covers and be like, nah, fam, you can't buy it anymore? Archangel, exclusively out of the horseman, is going to be auction only. What the shit are they doing? Oh my God. You know how many bleeps I have to do because of your incompetence? Holy bananas. Holy bananas. Holy bananas. The 7 Redstar does not matter. It's about the T5. Look, the T5 100% is maybe the main motivator. But let me tell you, the people that are going to be doing this leaderboard, the Tando Max, the people in Legion, Mutiny, whatever, they have Big Boy Apocalypse. They don't care. They don't. The 7 Redstar exclusive Archangel will be what they care about more. Because in Crucible, they'll be able to destroy any Infinity Watch team. Any Infinity Watch team they will walk over because their Archangel will be able to one-shot the Phyla-Vel, and then it's over. Bananas. These guys are bananas with the greed. Holy. That's all I'm going to say. Holy. Move in the shadows. This is the Psylocke event. Thanks for the Psylocke event, by the way. Maybe we should take a quick look about that in game 2. This became a super salt video real quick. So this Psylocke event, what I wanted to talk about it, I thought it was pretty funny. They said these events, the Ant-Man, the Wasp, they were going to be used to kind of celebrate new players, mid-game players who don't have these characters done. They weren't here for their campaigns. It was supposed to be super easy. And then if we go in here, they left the tag for the Psylocke event as this stupid martial arts tag. This stupid martial arts tag. Yo, build up your Daredevil, your Elektra, who are on a dead team. Mordo, who Dark Hunters is a super dead team. Iron Fist, who's the first character off Heroes for Hire if you're being efficient. Karnak is trash. Literally, the only 2 good, usable characters here are Nobu, which is for Underworld, which is a super endgame war offense team, and Psylocke, who's a great character. Who's the event campaign character. You telling me you couldn't take the restrictions off this? All right. That's me being nitpicky because they said these events were for new players. But if you're leaving that restriction on, then you're just lying at that point. You're making me core for Psylocke for this event, and you're not trying to be nice to nobody. Back to Tiny World. Also returning to celebrate 5 years of Marvel Strike Force on March 5th. Back to Tiny World. We've added 2 additional missions to the adventure, blah, blah, blah. Ant-Man and Wasp as they attempt to rescue, blah, blah, blah. Earn tons of tech gear and T4 ability materials. Move in the shadows. You'll be able to earn first-time rewards if you've never claimed them previously. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong thing here. It looks like Ant-Man and Wasp are coming back for their little thing. Cool, that's fine. Whatever. See, that's kind of for new and returning players. Rocket's Gambit. Sounds like rounding out this week's anniversary classic content, March 9th. Rocket Raccoon's Rocket Gambit. Join your favorite weapon-wielding guardian as he attempts to find his missing friend Groot. Blah, blah, blah. First-time rewards won't be available if you already unlocked them. Okay, so this is good, too. These events I like because they're for new or mid-game players that happen to level up Rocket or Groot throughout their journeys and weren't here when this event started years ago, so they just get in there and they get free stuff. I like that. That's fine. MarvelStrikeForce.com update. Heading to MarvelStrikeForce.com will soon update removing the gear page and Stark tech pages due to the presence and utility of the inventory page. Whatever, something new. Mojo's Mayhem. The next exciting season of Mojo will start season 31. Characters Gambit. Among them, many rewards will be character shards for Gambit. So, they made a Crucible store where the best way to spend their premium Crucible currency was on character shards for Hulkbuster, Gambit, and Abomination. And then they're putting him also in the pass. What this tells me is you don't want me to buy your pass. So I'm not going to buy your pass because you gave me an easily farmable character. Gambit Shards is pretty good here. No, Gambit Shards is not pretty good here because they put him in a super farmable place. Even if you're lower on in the Crucible rankings, if you've been prioritizing that, which would have been the good advice, then you probably have him maxed out already and you're probably already working on Hulkbuster or on Abomination by then. That's bad. Don't put like year-old characters in passes, and certainly don't put the most easily farmable characters in those passes. the passes should be exciting characters. It should be like Nakia and Black Panther 1 Million were great because they're not farmable yet. You could do Nemesis, you could do Dark Beast, you could do Brawn. He's not farmable yet. There was a lot of characters you could have put in there that would actually make somebody excited to do it. But again, I'm speaking common sense. That's terrible. The Assemble Sweepstakes, we already talked about that. Free came Friday. Go ahead and grab your 5 Moonstone shards. If you're not going to buy her, though, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to help your alliance in that event. Weekly events, we got Star-Lord T'Challa. Oh, that's kind of a fun one. He's not on a great team, but plug and play. He can actually be kind of fun. He's faster at 123. He has the only energy steal mechanic in the game. Right now, he's not really used anywhere. At least not at my level. Maybe at earlier levels you can find some fun with him on War Offense. But that's kind of cool. Quick Rumble Blitz. That's the Hero's Guardian. We talked about that. Nowhere Heist is where you're going to get dark promo credits. But who gives a shit? It doesn't matter about dark promo credits anymore. If you're not part of the auction team, you're screwed. You're screwed. Relic Hunt. Did they put Teal Gear on Relic Hunt yet? Are we still in 2020? Why is there no Teal Gear on the Relic Hunt yet? I don't know, guys. That's it for this salty blog review. I hope you enjoyed it. I know this video was super long. My favorite part is the get fucked Krakens part. This was just great. This is like mwah, chef's kiss. This is them also targeting the people that turn the lights on. So you can't say anymore they don't care about anybody but the Krakens, because they don't give a shit about the Krakens. Have a good night.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.